One Day by David Nicholls not so long ago, and I did a review of it, which I shall link here, or somewhere here, well, somewhere on the page, hopefully here. But I just went and saw the film one day, which I've been looking forward to since I finished reading the book, as I enjoyed the book so much, which you'll see if you go see my review. I'll start by doing a review of the actual film rather than a comparison of the film to the book, which I will get to at the end. But just let's start by taking the film as a standalone. The film came out on the 24th of August in the UK, and I'm pretty sure it came out on like the 15th or something in the US. It stars pretty big names: Anne Hathaway, Jim Sturgess and Patricia Clarkson. We have Romola Garai in it as well, which I have seen in a lot of films. I'm not too sure if she's like really big or not, but I knew the name before I went to see the film. I've seen her in a good few other films. And it was directed by, oh, I'm going to mess up this name so bad, see, I would say Lone Scherfig, but I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Lona Scherfig, I'm just gonna stop butchering her name. This is her name, I will put it here. So, to start, we have Anne Hathaway, who has been in loads of films. We have Rachel Getting Married, we have Becoming Jane, Love and Other Drugs, Alice in Wonderland as the White Queen, and I think I think her main breakthrough role was Devil Wears Prada. So I'm pretty sure everyone knows who Anne Hathaway is anyways. And secondly, we have Jim Sturgess, who I personally love. He was in 21, The Other Berlin Girl, The Way Back, Heartless, Across the Universe. Such an underrated film, you should go see that. I will link both of their IMDB pages to Jim Sturgess and Anne Hathaway. I'm stumbling over my words here. I will link them. Anyways, to the film. If you say, we're gonna pretend we haven't read the book, or if you haven't read the book, well then this is what it's about. It's pretty much Emma, Morley and Dexter Mayhew, and it's their lives one day every year on the anniversary of the day they met, the 15th of July. So it goes from 1988 up until 2011 in the film. Chronicles their friendship and their relationship and basically their growth over those times and how it changes. So just to start with the directing, I think we're just gonna go with Lone Scherfig. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but I think she dealt with the film really, really well. It's really hard to direct a film and make you connect with the characters when it's literally so fragmented, like it's just one day every year, and to make you connect to the scenes and make them realistic in such a quick, short span, I think she did quite well. Dexter, I've said already that I absolutely love Jim Sturgess, and frankly, I thought he played Dexter perfectly. I mean, you could literally tell the character growth. Like, he just became a new man. It was so strange. He became a new man halfway through. He did the really heavy, intense, emotional scenes so well, and then when Dexter was acting like a complete sleazebag and just really cocky Dexter, he did every bit so well, and I just so enjoyed it. I really feel like Jim Sturgess should get an award for that. So let's talk about Anne Hathaway in the film. I was not overly impressed with her. Like, she was good and she was fine, but I did not really connect to Emma as a character. Like, with Anne Hathaway's portrayal of her. Just something really missing from her, which I can't put my finger on, but I don't think she did her very well. She was just really one-dimensional and like didn't get into her character at all. So overall, I would definitely say the film was worth seeing. It's a really nice, light-hearted film, and it's quite sweet, and the ending is good as well because the book ending was good. But definitely worth seeing. I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 just because Jim Sturgess was so good in the film. I think he kind of pushes it up. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. It's not spectacular, but definitely worth seeing. Okay, so now to compare the book to the film. Taking the book into account, I was kind of let down by the film. Like I said, I think Anne Hathaway let Emma's character down. When I was reading the book, I really connected to Emma, and I just didn't at all with the film. And I empathised and liked Dexter straight away in the film, which was the opposite in the book. And I think that's purely down to Jim Sturgess's performance, and I just didn't get that with Emma at all. And I was kind of sad at that because I loved the character in the book. The actual film, I think it was really hard to do as well, because in the book, what books do so well is they give you the background to the characters and what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and you can't really get that in a film unless they literally say it, or I know you can emote through facial expression, but the book, every chapter fleshed out the characters so much and gave a more in-depth view of the characters. Even as I'm saying Jim Sturgess was so amazing, still the character of Dexter in the film isn't as, you don't get to know him as well in the film, and I think that is a major downfall of it. And it's really hard in the way that this film was set up, this book was set up, with having to jump with just one day every year. The book gave you time to get to know them, whereas the film just doesn't really do that. So that kind of let it down in comparison to the book. Overall, I did enjoy the film. I cried at the end like I cried at the book. But other than Jim Sturgess, which I've mentioned like 5 times, I really feel like the book is way better than the film. If you want to just take the film by itself, it's a good, nice film to see, but I wouldn't judge the book on the film. The book is way different and it goes into a lot more detail, and the characters are different, apart from Dex, which I think was done quite well. But at the same time you still get to know Dex and the situations he's in a lot better in the book. So in comparison, the book wins out for me. I did still like the film. I was let down by Anne Hathaway and her portrayal of Emma, but I was really impressed with Dexter, in case you couldn't guess. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. Go check out One Day, and go check out Jim Sturgess and Anne Hathaway and Patricia Clarkson for some other films, because they're all in really great films. And yeah, IMDB is your friend, in case you didn't know. So I hope you're all good. I will see you in my next video. Bye.